Alright, what is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze today. Before we start the video, of course, hopefully you guys having a very good day today. And today we have the last no item run 40 category missions for the epic battles. The Nightmare on Planet, that's what's actually, sorry, Planet Namek here. That's actually what it's called. So we have here, which I believe, which I actually did suspect, this was going to be the hardest one for the mission. Very difficult as a no item run, I would say. Overall, if you are using items, it should be okay. It shouldn't be too hard, but I would say as a no item run, this was definitely the hardest one, just because, again, the roster for the Namek Saga is still very small. Even with the Vegeta and the Trunks and Gohan that are releasing, from what we saw, I still feel like because there wasn't any real build-up to this celebration, because a lot of people thought there's movie heroes or GT, right? When you actually compare this to the Majin Buu Saga, the Majin Buu Saga during the Worldwide Celebration had a lot of units, right? But this one, there's just a lack of units. So as far as super class, this was definitely difficult. Now, can you actually do this with double STR Goku? You can. Now, I actually decided to bring my first one because it actually took about 4 tries. And the reason why is because I got very unlucky in the last phase, which was very annoying. But you could bring here AGL Piccolo. Honestly, there's not much of a difference if you bring the AGL Piccolo or the Kaioken Goku. Now, the Kaioken Goku, the physical one, is such a huge disappointment. I had this character almost fully max level 10 links, and he is, I mean, I don't have him rainbowed, but he's almost fully max level 10 links, and he takes a ton of damage. He's just so bad in this event, so I decided to bring here the STR Goku, and the reason why is because when you're actually running a super class of the Planet Namek category, you actually take quite a lot of damage, and you actually get below 70% a lot easier than you would imagine, so I didn't think we would actually be below 70% very quickly, but as I kept doing the runs, I kept noticing that we kept getting super at the wrong place at the wrong time. And also this Tech Piccolo, his defense is just straight doo-doo. So you can actually get below 70%, but again, you do have to watch out for the last phase. As long as you have your guard ability and Frieza super attack you, you'll be fine. But if Frieza is going to super attack you and you don't have your guard ability, it's going to cost you 400k of HP. It happened to me 3 times, which was very annoying. So again, it's not that bad if you are using items. I mean, you can definitely get this done with double STR Goku if you don't have the new Super Saiyan Goku, the LR. But even the LR is not as easy as I thought it would be compared to Frieza. Frieza, when it gets Goku, he just completely bodied him. But in this type, which is actually the inverse, Goku is not as great as I thought he would be, in my opinion. Maybe it's the fact he's only 55%, you know. And that could happen. That's always a big factor when you have a rainbow and you don't have a rainbow character. Now, I would probably recommend if you do have an extra copy or if you're a big time whale, then you probably want to bring here 2 nails, the TUR version and the SSR version. The SSR version does have his damage reduction, which would be really nice. He still stacks up defense as well. So he's still a very good option. If you are lacking some superclass units, you can definitely go here double nail. I probably recommend it. Just because Nail is such a god in this event here. The TUR is obviously the MVP, I would probably say, even more than the Super Saiyan Goku. I think right now, the Goku that I have right here, the only saving grace that he has is going to be his active skill. So, I did choose here the Zarbon, the Doria. You can actually go ahead the Zarbon way as well. Now, the trick is that if you are going to go into the stage, you actually want to start next phase with the STR Goku if you do have him in your box. And the reason why is because the next phase, they actually made it like a hard counter, I would say, because it's gonna be the Captain Ginyu, or the Ginyu Force here, sorry, but the only issue is that he's a physical type. Now, Goku from normals, he is gonna take about, I mean, depending where you have him in the dupe system, he is gonna take quite a lot of damage here, but if he gets supered, you're like 1/3 of your HP, or actually 2/3 of your HP is gonna be gone, so, again, we got pretty lucky with the rotations, that we actually didn't start off the turn with the Int, LR Goku, because this stage right here, they get clapped up for some reason. Like Frieza, right? In the Frieza stage, this was Vegeta, and Frieza had no problem type neutral, just destroying Vegeta, right? But this right here, the fact that we're not able to do any crits with the Goku was really, I was like, oh my god, this is pretty tough. So I also died here also as well. The reason why is because, again, Goku got super the Int one, and he just couldn't tank it pretty well. He took out like 300k of damage, and Piccolo, of course, as well. Piccolo is kind of a unit that needs building up, but even when he's fully built up at 55%, he's just not very reliable, right? You can see we actually took here 44k from one normal. Really bad, but that's fine. So we actually didn't get supered. So Now I'm getting pretty worried because we do have here the Goku in the middle. So I am kind of praying, hoping that he doesn't get supered because he does need to stack up his defense, but also we have your type disadvantage. So of course I give this here to the Frieza. Now again, you can, if you are going to do a no item run, then I probably would recommend you go here a double AGL Frieza. Now Frieza can do some damage here, but even though they have your damage reduction against extreme class units, the thing is that Frieza can still tank pretty well if you are stacking his defense. Also, do remember for the first 6 turns, he does get attack and defense plus 100%. So as long as you don't pass those 6 turns when you are against Frieza, and you're also stacking your defense, Frieza can actually tank here. So that's why in my original video I did suggest you go here double Frieza, just because Frieza is going to be, you know, your saving grace. So right there you can see here Goku, right? We actually didn't get a stack from his defense, but he's looking 45k from a normal. Now my Goku is only 55%, he's fully maxed level 10 links. Maybe if you're rainbowed, maybe you might take less damage, but again, you know, this is like a hard counter to Goku. So we actually do get super by Captain Ginyu, we take 128k, and that's the thing about the Frieza, like I said before, he actually has some pretty decent defense. So of course, I'm going to go ahead and put Nail in the front, try and get as much healing as possible. And also Piccolo is really also, I mean, besides being a support type unit, he's also really here to be our main healer. Because Piccolo does actually get HP recovery with each Rainbow Key Sphere. And actually quite a lot. I believe it's 6% HP recovery. So if you are getting like multiple Rainbow Key Spheres, then you're going to get a ton of HP recovery. It's just that it's only a 50% chance for him to change orbs, which is, you know, it has its moments here. So this Frieza is pretty easy. It's not much of a big deal. For the Goku, if you are using him, the LR version, then you actually want to get your 12 key super and not your 18 key super, because you want to stack up your defense as much as possible. Because even in the last phase, if you don't have your defense stacked up and you do get supered, you will be taking 300k. So you have been warned. But again, this all depends how much you have, or how many dupes you have in the Goku. So there goes the first attack here. Now we actually got hit, so no super attacks. And for some odd reason in this mode, I'm not gonna lie, they know when to super attack you. Like, they know which unit they want to super attack, and it's really frustrating, right? So I don't know, this mode is fun. It's definitely fun. I definitely prefer it more than Infinite Dragon Ball History Event. Much more of a challenge, especially if you're trying to do a no item run. By the way, there's no rewards by doing this for no item runs. It's just, you know, more of a challenge if you do. Yeah, getting this done without the new units is going to be pretty difficult. You could probably bring the Ginyu Force, but again, the Ginyu Force are not going to be doing a lot of damage because they are an extreme class unit. So of course we get super, the one place where I don't want to get super, the type disadvantage, and we take 210k, which is actually not that bad. So now we're kind of a pickle because we absolutely need to heal up as much as possible. I do realize that we're actually very close to a Dokkan attack, so as long as I collect the same type key spheres, we should be okay to heal up and get very close to the Dokkan attack. So as you can see, I go for that one AGL key sphere, and we're pretty much good to go. Now, this is going to be the longest part of the fight, is of course the Frieza part. The rest of the fights was, you know, very one-sided. But the Frieza part, you know, the last phase is very annoying because, as you guys know, he also locks your characters in place, and that's a huge game changer compared to the Goku one, right? So now we have a transformation. Our HP is below, of course, 70% because we got supered. Now, the good thing about it is that we are type advantage, and we have a Dokkan attack. And also, if the second form Frieza does survive, then we have here a guaranteed crit from the Int Goku. Do I actually go for a 12 key super? Oh, I actually go for the 18 key super. So that's a misplay. I was maybe banking that we're actually gonna get here a additional super attack. You can see here we are getting super again. Now Goku does have his guard ability, which is very clutch. Again, it's only a medium chance, but you know, it's enough to get the job done. I was hoping and praying that, you know, this character would actually get an easy in part 2. So far, it does not seem we're actually getting an easy A for this character, which is, you know, very unfortunate. Maybe in part 3 we might get it, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like we're actually going to get an easy A for this character, which is a bummer, because this would be the perfect time for this character to get an easy A. So we get the Dokkan attack, get to do 5.4, and we actually get the additional super, so that's really good, because we are also going to stack up our defense. And this Goku needs as much stacking as possible, because, let's just face here, Frieza is going to be AGL for the last phase. So we actually got double super, and also now we have a guaranteed crit, so this third form Frieza is going to be demolished, or it's actually second form here, sorry. And now we have here the third form. So this form is actually very scary, only for the Piccolo. Reason why is because Piccolo is be type disadvantage, and also his defense. I don't know what they were thinking with this Piccolo, but his defense is really bad. Even though it does stack up throughout, like for 55%, and 2021, halfway through the year, and they're giving us this unit that has very bad defense. I know, I just don't understand it. Like, no, maybe I'm too harsh on this Piccolo, but I'm just not a big fan of him. I think he's just, like, probably like 6 feet under compared to third form Frieza, the Int one, right? So again, he's okay, but he's not my favorite, non-Dokkan Fest banner unit. He's just, really there for support and healing, which are obviously very good, but he's just, not this. He's not built the same way as Frieza. Like, we take 115k from a normal attack after stacking twice. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about Piccolo, but I mean, again, he is kind of a huge factor for this because, again, he is supporting the category, but he's also providing Rainbow Key Spheres and healing. So we actually go to this turn 2. We actually stack up our defense as well. Now I'm pretty much undecided. Yeah, I actually get an 18 key super. I probably should have went for the 12 key super, but I decided, you know what, we might as well just kill him as soon as possible because I don't want to eat a super attack in the making. So here goes the Goku. All right, so 1.1. We have our guard ability, which is very good, and then Goku. I think that's a 6-minute attack, so I couldn't really see that. But I mean, Goku in the middle is very strong, or in the third spot here, sorry. And the reason why, because he does get that extra 59%. So unfortunately, we did not get the additional super as I planned. So I'm praying, hoping that maybe this Frieza is going to take out third form. But again, we do have that damage reduction, so we're not going to kill Frieza. And of course, because we don't, we are going to eat a beautiful super attack. Which does quite a lot of damage. Again, this is actually pretty difficult with the Frieza because we are not getting the 18 key as consistent as we want, and that does hurt our defense and our HP if we get supered. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I heal up as much as possible. Nail's defense is really good. We have all those Rainbow Key Spheres with the Tech Key Spheres, so we are able to heal up, and then basically just finish this third form Frieza. Alright, so there we go. Now I actually almost got this done on my first try, believe it or not. Actually, let me just hold on here. Hopefully, actually, I'm gonna keep going here, because I feel like my mic's about to like stop here. But hold on, I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. I had to do a small cut here. So yeah, so now we actually have this phase. This is gonna be pretty good. And now we're able to get here a double super with the Goku, so we are stack up our defense and also do a lot of damage. As long as we don't get supered, we should be okay. Our defense is probably close to 200k. I've actually forgot to check his defense. But there we go, 5.9 for the Goku. Alright, we're slowly stacking his attack and defense. And I wonder if we actually dodge here. I'm trying to remember this. So there goes additional super. Alright. Again, you can definitely probably get this done with items if you are using a double SCR Goku for the Super Saiyan. But it will be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we actually don't get supered. Okay, interesting. So there you go, 2.7 for my Rainbow Goku. I did go more additional on this Goku than crits, because I just feel like he needs more stacking in long events. Yeah, we have the guard ability, and also we're about to get supered right about here. So boom, take 62k, which I will gladly take, because if it was anyone else, that would be way more damage. Okay, and then Frieza is going to take care of this Frieza right here. Ooh, beautiful crit. Again, you could bring extreme class units, it's not going to be in your favor, because it'll take you actually a lot more time to actually beat the event, because again, they have that damage reduction. So now we actually get pretty lucky with the orbs. We are able to heal with the Piccolo as well. Alright, we give this here to you. And now Nail with a level 3 dodge, which I will take. Nail is, by the way, like one of the best non-Dokkan banner units in Dokkan. His defense is just so good. I wonder if he actually shares Cold Judgment with the Piccolo. I don't think he has Cold Judgment. Maybe he does, I'm not too sure. But again, he's such a very good defensive unit and very consistent. He's definitely one of the MVPs in this run. I would probably say, like, you definitely have to bring Nail. The SSR version, it might take you a minute to kind of, beat the event. By the way, I was very salty about this because Frieza did survive and we take 120k damage for no reason. But the SSR Nail, you can definitely bring him. It's just that it's gonna take a long time to actually lower Frieza's health bar. depending on how many dupes you have in the SSR version. Alright, so now we go to the last phase. And this is the problem with this Frieza, right? Is that when he locks your characters, it all depends on the situation. Now, this was a pretty good situation because we actually get the SCR Goku that can actually attack first. So he actually gets another stack of defense just in case he actually does get supered. Alright, and now I'm going to collect the same keysters as much as possible to get the beautiful healing. But this is the problem where I kept dying is because even though our HP is like 500k of HP, this Frieza super attacks the wrong place at the wrong time. You're taking at least minimum 400k of damage, which is super annoying, right? Because again, the super class of the Planet Namek Saga just doesn't have that many units. I feel like they should have eased almost every super class because there's just so little in the Namekian category. Sorry, the Namekian, but the Planet Namek category. Like this Kaioken Goku in the middle, bro, 1.2. He's not Rainbow, he's fully max level 10 links, and he's just, you know, not doing that much damage. I mean, granted, he does need that stack for each attack he does receive, but each attack he's receiving, he's taking like at least 60k of damage. So, I don't know. This character needs an easy A. The other STR Super Saiyan Goku needs an easy A. Like, there's just so many easy A's they could have done, and I don't know why they're holding back, because if you actually look at the Peppy Gals, we actually got pretty lucky here. We got the guard ability, so that super attack did no damage to us. But like, if you actually look at the Peppy Gals, right, for example, on the JP side, they received like 10 billion easy A's. So I feel like for the Planet Namek category, they should have done the same thing, because I'm just never going to use this Kaioken Goku or the Super Saiyan, STR Goku, the one that has the KO mechanic, right? Just those are just really forgotten. So hopefully maybe we might see an easy later on, but it's just a shame here. Alright, so now again our rotations is going to be locked, but that's fine because we are able to kind of rotate off Piccolo. Piccolo, even in this phase here, turn 10 by the way, he still didn't take a lot of damage to my liking, right? I was thinking that maybe he would take like double digits, but nope, he's taking at least I think 10k per hit. I have to remember this here, but again, Piccolo is just built different, unfortunately. Alright, let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take how much here? Alright, here's Nell here. So Nell again doing guaranteed crits, all the additional supers. Like, he's our main damage dealer, believe it or not. Right, and also, yes, this is actually playing out very well because we're actually very close to 30%. I believe we're at 30%. So as long as we survive this phase, then we pretty much have it in the bag because Goku has the active skill. So there goes Piccolo, of course. Alright, there we go. And now he's definitely at 30%. You can see our Piccolo is taking 15k of damage, which is ridiculous. So yeah, there we go. I mean, again, he's unlocked our characters again. And now we have Goku's active skill. So I make sure I actually go ahead and we actually have here the beautiful active skill, just to make sure we actually finish this off like in the canon style, right? So there we go. There goes the active skill. Alright, and there goes the beautiful KO screen as well. Alright, and boom. We take out Frieza and Epic Fashion 7.7, also in the second spot to get that beautiful extra 59% attack. So there we go. That is the last mission. This was the most difficult one for sure. It took me about 4 or 5 tries, but we actually got it done. Again, if you have an extra nail, definitely bring him as well. But there we go, no item runs, and I believe now I'm actually go ahead and show you my team build. I'm not too sure. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit like button, sub for more videos coming down below. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!